maybe it's not going to be a $1,000 Nine-Inch Nails shirt. Fingers crossed I run into one of those eventually. But
would you sell it?
Oh, I would sell it in a heartbeat. I want to sell you like an animal.
To me. Okay, you would sell it to me.
Show and Sell.
Hello and welcome to Show and Sell, the show that celebrates digging through other people's trash. Hello, Trash Dragons. My name is Chris, Trash Dragon of the West. This is my guitar, Mr. Blankenship.
Hi, Mr. Blankenship.
He says hello back, says you should like, share, and subscribe, and reminded me that I sell on eBay and Discogs, mostly media.
Oh, and I'm Katie, and I'm Trash Dragon of the South, and I sell mostly clothing and accessories, but I'm always on the hunt for things that are exciting, unique, sparkly, and scary.
And I'm Joe, Trash Dragon of the West. Oh, no, wait. Oh, I'm Trash Dragon of the East. And anyway, I buy a little bit of everything, and if there's a lot of something, I want it. Case in point, there's this big old Ziploc bag full of scarves that I got. So
I'm into that.
Haven't sorted through them yet, but I'm sure there's nothing super valuable, but there's probably just some cool looking, let's see. This one is Champignon de San Marco. Oh, my goodness.
Hey, mamma mia.
Venezia.
That's pretty.
Oh, it's a Venice themed, because here's the canals and it says Venezia.
That is pretty.
Mucho bene.
Anyway,
I don't even know the basics of Italian.
Nor do I.
Nailed it.
Oh,
hey, I'm Francis. I'm Trash Dog of the East.
Trash Dog of the universe.
Yes.
Yeah, Trash Dog. The galaxy's Trash Dog. Hello, Francis.
Hi, Francis.
What's up?
He's Trash Overlord.
Francis, you've got to put that tongue in, buddy.
Oh,
no,
put it in the mouth.
No, he doesn't do that.
That's okay. Danny has a hard time too.
No. Daddy's
He just got to be out of the. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, just looks high and confused all the time.
Constant blip.
Constant blip. Yes, much blip. All right, so we're going to move on to our first segment, which is the thing that brought us joy.
The thing that brought you joy.
I'm going to go first out of I'm going to throw it out there. Like,
all right.
See the shock and amazement. Unprecedented.
Mixing it up. I like it.
So, my friend Marcus, Joe is also friends with Marcus, but he gave me a bunch of records for him to sell. I give him a slice, but sometimes I keep them and give him some money. And this is one of the records I'm keeping. It's just Dyke and the Blazers. I got a message, Hollywood, 1968 to 1970. I was just like, all right. And I'm like, I'll give this a listen. And every song is great on this record. This is a great.
That's a good find.
Yeah. I was just like, oh, wow, I have to have this.
Hey, good find.
Right on. Good find.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Who would like to go next?
I'll go. The thing that brought me joy is this little fella right here.
Francis.
Francis always brings me joy, but it's it's this little fella right here. It's
Culver's.
It's Culver's. It's Scoopy, the Culver's mascot, and Francis. It brings
Francis loves / hates it.
It's a love-hate.
Anyway, there it goes, Francis. He dropped
what happened, Francis?
He doesn't have a very good grip. Oh, there he goes again.
Yeah. At least this dog will let him keep his eyes.
Yes. Carmen. I don't know if I've said it on the show before, but if Carmen gets a plushie, she always rips the eyes out first. It's very unsettling.
It's very.
I did not anticipate this happening when I bought Scoopy out. Scoopy is the Culver's mascot. He's a scoop of frozen custard, soft serve. It's delicious. If you ever are in, they don't have them in New York, but they have a lot of other places.
They have them here. They have them down south.
Oh yeah. I was driving through this town called Cross Plains at like 7 in the morning for I think we were going to look at yard sales in Minnesota, and at 7 in the morning it was like the first day of trout season, for one thing, and I had a whole bunch of people out for that, and then also Francis, I'm putting you down. Good Lord,
Hi, Francis.
Squirmed. All right, thank you. And there was a man dressed in a giant Culver's Scoopy costume walking up and down the street.
7 a.m.?
Yes, it was insane.
Listen to me. No one's getting frozen custard at 7 a.m.
That guy's been up for 3 days.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's true. All right. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Because that's... No.
Yeah, you don't get up at 5 in the morning and dress up as Scooby. You stay up all
No,
night.
you don't. No, that's... You lost your other clothes. That's what it is.
It is the
You've
ultimate...
been up for 3 days and your other clothes are gone.
Katie, what do you got that brought you joy?
Oh, just a little ring, but it's kind of cool.
Whoa!
Oh, wow.
That's one ring?
That's one.
Wow.
That is a 3-piece ring. That is a snake.
A lady's brass knuckle.
Yeah, it is a lady's brass knuckle. It's very fun. It's from a British designer named John Richmond, who does some punk-esque type designs. But anyways, it's very it fits really well for my 3, and so I'm happy with it. This maybe also should go in the category of sell it, because I have never worn it because I'm saving it. That's not helpful for anyone, for me to be just saving it for... I don't know what it's being saved for at this point, but it sits in my jewelry box and I'm like, it's cool. But I got a great deal on it, so I should probably send it to someone who will love it and wear it every day. It was much better. It was one of those things where I thought it might be cool, and I got it from a reseller online, and I think I had every intention of selling it. And then when I got it, I was like, oh wait, but that's really cool, and it fits my hand really well. I'll just hang on to it for a couple years, and here we are.
Yeah,
here we are.
And
still bringing joy.
Yeah, so still pumping the joy right into your brain.
Still bringing joy.
All right. Well, we got another segment to go to. We got like 2 more, but this chronologically, we have another one coming up right next, which is Unearthed Treasure.
Unearthed Treasure.
Unearthed Treasure, swag is the topic. And who would like to go? I grabbed the brass ring last time. Katie, why don't you go?
Okay. So swag, I think you meant swag is free stuff you get from going to shows, but I picked someone with swag, which is an Instagram. I believe they call them acid grannies. Okay. They are elderly women who go to raves and like to party at parties. And tend to dress very bright, but they are sometimes in their 70s, 80s, 90s. So there is one particular one on Instagram named Baddie Winky. I'm not sure how old Baddie Winky is. I hope she's still with us. But she is a baddie.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, she's good times. So there was a time a few years back that she decided to sell some of her wardrobe on Depop, and this gal got some of her swag.
Oh, so you got some Baddie Winky stuff?
I did get some Baddie Winky swag. I was very excited. And what I got are these full over the knee, thigh high sequins.
Whoa! Dang!
Wow. They are holographic. I will try to get a good picture, but the sequins are holographic and they're really soft inside. They're actually awesome because they're stretch inside. So it's all the sequins sewn onto this really soft fabric. They have a low heel, which is good for anyone with a hip replacement. Also, anyone like me who isn't great in heels. But they are amazing.
Does Baddie Winky have a hip replacement?
I don't know, but maybe.
Okay.
So, or, you don't want to get one.
Yeah.
So if you're out there partying at 80, you need a sensible heel. Let's get real. Winky, I got your boots and you got swag. Now I have swag.
Yeah. Thanks, you have taken this 80-year-old woman's swag away from her.
She's got plenty. I think she's sponsored by swag brands. She's good. She does not need me. I'm not sure what her follower count is, but if I had to guess, let's check, shall we?
We shall.
3 million followers. Helen Van Winkle.
Wow.
Stealing your man since 1928.
I'm following
10
Betty
out of 10,
Winky.
right?
Yep,
10 out of 10.
Yep, that is great.
Okay,
So, Joe,
that's my swag boots.
that is amazing. Joe, why don't you go?
All right. Well, I've got. Here's what I've got. I have a promotional. My swag thing is a promotional game from the film Gosford Park, because what
Ooh.
says it's apparently I've never played it. It's like a Clue. It's sort of like a Clue-like game. Here's your instructions.
Unless you're playing the upstairs part when you're clueless.
Oh boy.
But yeah, it's. Oh, here's
Bird
Stephen
on
Fry.
upper class British. Go ahead.
Stephen Fry is the inspector. Stephen
Right.
Fry is the
Brilliant.
inspector. Stephen Fry is the inspector. Stephen Fry is the inspector. What are the other cards? Come on, Stephen Fry. You can't hog this game.
But I love Stephen Fry. He can
Oh.
be all the cards.
He is perfect in that as the kind of very super deferential, like, well, I don't think we have to really bother these people. And while the constable is just like, but sir, there's a number of poisons that.
Teresa Crutcher as Bertha, Sophie Thompson, Meg Wynn Owen, and so on and so forth. I'll see if I find any other. Oh, Derek Jacobi. There's a hot slice of man. Richard Grant. Emily Watson.
Please sponsor our show, someone, so that we can do a trip and come and visit Joe and play that game. Because I would like to play that game. I'm a big Clue fan. I would like to play that game.
I would play Gosford Park as well.
Yeah.
Here is. I'll show the board as well. And this is the board. Ooh, very fancy.
I want to play that game.
All right, fun. So that's
look how fun that is. Yeah, Chris and I want to come and play that game.
Show and sell game night. Show and sell game night.
Show and sell game. Show and sell game. I have the game where you play together because it's been pointed out to me, and I am well aware that I like to win. And so just depending on the game, but I was given a game where you play together towards one common goal. It felt like a little bit of a slight that I was given this game, but I understand that that might be more fun for everyone else if we're all working together. I'm apologizing in advance. What's your sorry.
That's a great question, Katie. Thank you. So I was recently gifted this piece of swag that I'm bringing on for a couple reasons. NCIS Los Angeles.
It's a notepad?
It is a notepad, but it is made out of the scripts. It's different colors. So you know how scripts are the blue script mean a different level of production than the white scripts.
Yes.
The yellow script means, there's pink, green, blue, all these different colors. So it's you get all these different colors, and it on the back of them is the actual scripts that someone cut up from NCIS. Reminded me of something Joe Garden used to do back in the Onion days, which is create little notepads out of store the stories and headline lists that we would.
Yep.
Instead of getting rid of them, he would make them into objects.
Little notebook.
That's so cool.
I still have some somewhere.
I have a couple. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll see if I can. I'll see if I can dig one up.
Yeah,
honestly,
please.
People would buy those.
Yeah, I have it listed.
The Onion?
Oh, the Onion. But we've got another segment we've got to get to, which is Joe.
Tales from the Flypt.
Tales from the Flypt. Tales from the Flypt.
All right, Tales from the Flypt. What are some red flags in other thrifters? Who would like to go?
Katie.
Okay. So many. Keep your head down. Keep focused. I mean, at the bins, I have strict sort of stuff that I do about. Yeah. So my biggest red flags are going to be competition based, someone that looks like they might know what they're doing. They might know labels really well or something like that. It's not always. Sometimes you can't tell, but if I see someone going through sweaters and going by feel, that's a problem for me. I'm worried about that person because that means that they're feeling for cashmere, right? And so it's somebody that knows something by texture, which is they're probably a pretty good thrifter, right? So that's always a red flag.
For me, it'd be groups of people that sort of cluster, together and like hang off to the sides, and then go like just only wait for the new stuff to show up. That's a red flag for me because they're going to be more aggressive and obnoxious. And
for the cart to be wheeled out, you mean? Like if the rack is being wheeled, then they like go on. Yes, there are a few places in LA where that's really prevalent for sure.
Yeah. And I'm not like I keep myself busy by not waiting for the stuff like that. I'm just like there's always stuff that people miss in the regular bins. It's like you don't have to sit there and wait for the new stuff all the time. It's just like, well, there's probably something here, and it's maybe it's not going to be a $1,000 9-inch nails shirt. Fingers crossed, I run into one of those eventually. But
would you sell it?
Oh, I would sell it in a heartbeat. I want to sell you like an animal.
To me. You would sell it to me.
To Katie.
I get first dibs. I will pay top dollar. I would like one.
$1,000.
I'm not going to sell it to you for top dollar. I will find, if I find a 9-inch nail shirt, you will find its way to you somehow.
I don't know where they are.
This is a show and sell pact that is now ironclad.
If anyone is finding Downward Spiral or Pretty Hate Machine shirts, originals, man.
Yeah,
that's the dream.
For me, like I would say, like I might have even talked about this before, but I've had a couple people do this where if you go to the bins, you get a cart, and you leave kind of the cart on the side, and it's just like people lose their minds if you touch their cart.
Yes.
And so that's always just like, okay, like you kind of recognize the people who are like just a hair away from losing their mind all the time. Avoid them. But, and are just kind of aggressive in general. But like one of the things is occasionally you'll just be like, doing something, or you're not exactly standing right next to your cart, and so someone will come up and just grab something out of your cart and just start going through it. And I'll just kind of like walk up to them, like I don't say anything, but I'll just walk up and kind of make them clear that it's my cart, and they're just like, "Oh," and I'm just like, "Is this yours?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I'm just like,
regulars would know not to do that. Is that generally someone that's just like,
I think it's someone trying to see if they can get like there's half it's I think people are just genuinely curious, or they're a ding dong, or it's people who think they could, like, if they play it right, because like there's a way of like, oh, I didn't even know, they play dumb and they get like, but I've never seen anyone grab anything that was hugely expensive that I was just like, they were just like, I feel most of the time it's curiosity, but I'm like, don't do that. Like, now I have to watch my cart the whole time.
Would you ever go up to someone else's cart ever at any point and touch something in the cart? Like,
no,
never.
I've just seen people lose their minds too often. Like,
first you'd be like, is this anyone's cart, right? Which is the natural first thing. Like, if a cart's been sitting there a while and there is something in it you want, you'd be like, whose cart is this? And then if nobody claims it, then whatever. But just to go up to somebody's, start touching stuff without first making an announcement is kind of, that's reckless behavior, especially at the bins.
Yeah, no, I've I think we talked early on about like, have you ever seen a fight nearly break out in the bins? And that's usually like one of the reasons is someone touching something in their cart, or being too close to their cart, or
seeing something they had in their cart in someone else's cart.
Yeah. I had that like early, like years ago, like I was at the bins. I had a graphic novel of the Sandman in my cart. And this woman's just like, did you steal that from my cart? And then she like looked in her cart a little bit more carefully and realized, oh, mine's still in here. And I'm like, yeah, no, I didn't steal your thing.
Did you start sweating? That's sweating.
But
I will say.
There's been a couple times where just like, if someone accuses you of something, it's like, well, I don't know really how to deal with this. Like, because like, if I were the store, I'd be like, you know what, you both leave if you're going to, like, I don't know who's telling the truth here.
But I did want to say one more thing really quick, going along with what Joe was talking about, the people that go on the racks, like the new stuff.
Yeah.
I have also seen, I think I've talked about this before, the team of families. So it'll be family members and they have calls to each other. So it would be like a whistle or a, I can't do it, but like it's a call of like, go over here, go over there. That's always, that's impressive.
Yeah.
We could be that, guys.
Yeah, we could
I guess
be.
what I'm trying to say is we could be those red flags.
We could be the thrifting bullies of any city we want.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
Like full, like we need like bird collars. Like we need, things that could. Yeah.
Everyone has their own animal noise. Yeah.
This is what we're gonna do when I force everyone to go to the Hoboken bins. It's gonna be
All right.
We'll have a whole plan in action. Just send me the PDF of what you want us to do.
Okay. Yeah, the business plan. Yeah. Okay. Of how to do that. We'll play Gosford Park board game, and then we'll drive down to the Hoboken bins. It'll be like a 3-day bin event.
Okay. I'm down, and we'll show you the bins in Queens, which are also can be magical.
We need to do that. Joe, get your van completely cleared out. Like,
done.
We gotta go. Yeah.
Yeah. This is our big 2-year anniversary video excursion.
I feel like we should do it. Is there a Holiday Inn Express down there somewhere? Embassy Suites?
Sure. In Hoboken, I'm sure there is.
Yeah. But I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I think we might have done it.
5 stars?
5 stars. I think 5 stars. I think 6 thumbs up.
6 thumbs up?
Yeah.
All right. Yes.
A++s all through the situation.
All the way across.
Yeah. So, song. Thank you for watching Show and Sell. If you remember, hit like, share, subscribe. But if you don't, everything is gonna be alright. If you do, things are gonna be a little brighter for us. As an algorithm controlling all of our lives. Thank you for watching Show and Sell. If you remember, ring the bell. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Boot Hands.
Everybody.
Thank you.
Bye. Katie Boot Hands.
Bye. See you next week.
Hey, thanks for coming, everybody.